Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy this video and become part of the family by subscribing and hitting that notification bell. I like to post pick a card videos and we'll be posting more on spiritual and self-care subjects. If you find value in any of my videos, make sure you hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments about which pile you picked. Today's reading is a pick a card on how to manifest more spiritual abundance in your life at this time. Go ahead and take some deep breaths and tune into your inner knowing. When you are ready, click the timestamp below in the description box to get to your reading. Thank you all for your continuous support. Let's get right into it. Hello pile number 1 and welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me. So right away I was intuitively drawn to the stone selenite. So I feel like something in your life needs to be cleansed, whether that's an internal or external energy. I feel like selenite will do really well for you while you're on your spiritual journey, trying to manifest more spiritual abundance into your life. I feel like if there are people in your life that are not kind and conscientious, that don't see the blessings in their life, that have a lot of emotional issues or fears, or poverty consciousness going on, those are people that you need to start distancing yourself from, because it is time for you to persevere through something. And those people are not on the vibration right now to continue moving forward. There are some lessons that they still need to work out, some things that they need to still see in their life. And that is their own journey that they need to embrace. I feel like if you have gone through some kind of hardship in your life, it is time to really see the glass half full. It is time for you to recognize the blessings and the things that you have to be grateful for, to be thankful for in life. And that is going to help raise your vibration, that's going to improve your intuition, and that is going to help you on your journey of prosperity and to create that solid foundation. I feel like a lot of you are very kind. You mind your own business. You just kind of continue moving forward and with your goals and your dreams. Even if you might have some fears, I feel like these dreams are unfolding. And I feel like you guys are on a quest to find more meaning in life. But a lot of you have a journey that's ending right now. A lot of you are on a journey to find more kindness within yourself, to be more conscientious of the choices that you make, and being able to use your intuitive abilities rather than any fear-based or negative thoughts. You don't want to be stuck in a poverty-conscious mindset. You want that rest and relaxation. But it is still a time period where I feel like you're having to persevere through things. But I feel like you're on the right track. It's that unwavering mindset that is going to get you where you want to be, right? We have the World card here, and it reminds me of the saying, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. And I feel like that's very true. So I feel like when you're manifesting more spiritual abundance in your life, I feel like rest and relaxation and meditation, self-care, a lot of that is going to bring you a lot farther. I feel like a lot of you are in the beginning of your journey. So by taking the time out to really listen to your body and to listen to what it needs, you're really going to bring yourself far, to have gratitude practices, to develop a meditation practice. I feel like that's really going to help in the long run. I feel like for some of you, you either are a healer or you are searching for a particular kind of healer. Now, if you're searching for the right healer for you, I feel like that person is going to come. And if you just set your intention out to the universe that you need some kind of coach or mentor to help guide you, to help you focus on some of the things that you need to work on, that person will present themselves into your life fairly soon. If you are a healer, I feel like it's time for you to focus on healing yourself and not so much focus on healing the outer world, because when you focus on everybody else, it's hard for you to kind of pick up the pieces that you need to in your life. And it kind of brings a darkness in your life because you are not also giving yourself that same kind of love and care. So be wary of others that are disrupting your life, people who are very needy, because with that kind of disruption, it's hard to focus on what is truly important. I'm being drawn back to the Princess of Pentacles here, the Page of Pentacles. I feel like it's important for you to mind your own business. There could be a lot of people in your life that are trying to involve you into things that are not relative to what's going on in your life, and just could cause unnecessary drama, unnecessary stress. And because of that, I feel like if there is a situation in your life that is bringing you into something that you, I guess, really just don't have any business being into, make sure you cut that out. Because, we all have friends and family that may gossip, that try and bring you into issues in their relationships. And really it's not your business. It's situations that they need to work through with their family, their partner, their friends, whoever that person is. It's something that they need to talk about to that person if they have a particular issue. It's not something that you can give them guidance on. It's not something that is really your business, because right now I feel like it's very important for you to give that kindness to yourself, that compassion, to be really conscientious of your choices that you're making and who you are involving in your life right now. Now we have the Patience card, and I love this deck. It is so beautiful. It's called the Wisdom Keepers. And I feel like for the situation of manifesting more abundance, more spiritual abundance in your life, that patience is something that we can all adopt. So if there is any impatience in your life, any desperation, it's time to really kind of address that and figure out how you can have, more patience, learning more patience to kind of accept what is happening in life. And we have the Eight of Cups. And, this guy, he's sitting here There's a lot of cups that have already tipped over, but there are still cups that are standing, still cups that are salvageable. So by accepting the way that life is right now and understanding that the events and the choices that you've made and all of it, it brought you to this point. And, you might be in the middle of a lesson. You might have fallen on some hardship, but it's time to embrace the way life is and start making the proper choices to move forward and create change for yourself, right? It's time to persevere through it. So right now, what I want you to do, if you are feeling any tension in your body, I want you to soften your shoulders. I want you to relax your breath. I want you to relax your jaw, maybe your forehead, and take some deep breaths. Now, whenever we fall on hardship in life, a personal crisis, we have to remember that it can give birth to healing opportunities. So I want you to understand that even the hardships can bring transformation that will allow healing, that will bring something better in your life, that will develop strength and resolve and really continue to mold you into who you are meant to be. And this is another way to kind of accept what's going on. I feel like for some of you, you are in your own way. You are your own worst enemy. So remember to be kind to yourself, to make good choices, to not make choices out of fear or poverty consciousness, to take some time out to relax and meditate if you need to, because in stressful times we tend to react, and when you're in react mode, sometimes you manifest things that aren't quite what you're looking for. So just remember that the universe has your back. The universe is here to be your guide, to provide abundance for you, because there is enough abundance in the world to go around. There is enough abundance in the universe, and it is something that is your birthright. Abundance is your birthright, especially when it comes to your spiritual body, your spiritual essence. So, for those of you who are in the beginning of your journey, just take some time out to perhaps develop a gratitude practice, a meditation practice, to really begin to see the good in your life and to stop focusing on the negative or the hardship, to stop allowing those fear-based thoughts to come in, and really take some time out to take care of yourself, to rest, and to connect again with your intuition. Because yes, you may be in a time period where you are still having to persevere through things, but there are limitless possibilities that can bring you to the abundance that you are looking for. But patience is something that needs to happen. And it's time to look at different ways that you can learn how to be patient, to release that desperation. Because the desperation, that energy of desperation, is not going to align you with the type of energy that you are looking for, right? The Princess of Pentacles, that conscientious and kindness, not only to yourself, but into the outer world. And it allows you to reflect on your dreams, allows you to really tap into your intuition when you are in alignment with patience and healing and acceptance. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If I helped in any way, please like and subscribe and make sure to hit that notification bell. Thank you so much and have a great day. Hello and welcome, pile number 2. Thank you for joining me today. So, I feel a lot of you are taking life a little too seriously. I feel like you need to embrace the joy and hope and just some of the free-flowing emotions that come with being human. I feel like for some of you, there has been a lot of activity in your life that you have participated in to get you where you are at today, especially when it comes to finances in your career. We have the Five of Swords here, and this is about a victory that's been stolen. It's about cheating, it's about theft. And with your hard work that you have put into your career and into your life, it's paid off, but at what cost, right? What sacrifices did you make with your morals, with your values, with your family, with your friendships? I feel like a lot of you have this kind of very 3D, single-minded path that you have taken in life, especially when it comes to finances and stability, and really investing in your work, in your team, right? I'm hearing a workaholic. So, when it comes to your finances, I feel like you have accomplished a lot of your dreams. You are very emotionally fulfilled. You have been very diligent in achieving the success that you desire. But again, at what cost, right? You are seeking more in life. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be on this reading. So when it comes to fulfillment, you have gone this very 3D pathway of success, of what success means to you, and embracing life in a very 3D form, very what's in front of you, what you can see. And Spirit is trying to tell you that that fulfillment that you're truly seeking, that desire, that deep desire that you know that you're missing in life, that's not going to come from any manifestation that you create through what you've been doing on earth. That fulfillment is going to manifest through Spirit, right? Spirit is the one who is really going to provide the blessings that you desire. So in order to achieve more spiritual balance in your life, you are going to have to focus on that personal balance, that solid foundation of personal balance and, emotional equilibrium. And you're going to have to start a new adventure. You're going to have to do something that is out of your comfort zone, something that that you wouldn't have done before. It's going to be about achieving that lightness within yourself, right? Of letting go of desire. But in a sense, I mean, desire is a very natural human experience. So it's not necessarily about like letting go of the emotion or the drive for desire. That's not really what I mean. It's about stop controlling things. Like stop trying to control everything. It's surrendering to your desire. It's surrendering to the painful parts of your life, your failures, your disappointments. And by surrendering to the outcomes of your desires, you are able to keep that sense of humor. So I feel like it's time to look at your definition of failure and success, right? Reaching beyond your comfort zone and figuring out what way of life you're holding on to and what ways of life are you rejecting, right? Have you rejected this spiritual enlightenment path, being able to feel more abundant with feeling naturally fulfilled? What are you refusing to receive? Because when you refuse to receive, that is a form of being selfish. Allowing yourself to receive is also a part of spiritual fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. So I feel like a question that you should ask yourself is, what is your concept of success and failure? To take some time out to journal what success means to you, what failure means to you, and how you relate to it, and how that definition, your personal definition, blocks that lightness in your life, being in a state of surrender. How does it block you from surrendering to big emotions in life? Because I feel like you have definitely put a lot of hard work in your business, in your career, but these sacrifices that you've made, the path that you have taken, and how that's affected your spiritual development. I feel like for some of you, there is a sense of inadequacy. And with this spread here, this is telling me that you are absolutely more adequate than you could possibly ever imagine. You're very intelligent, you're very hardworking, you are a team player, you are very devoted to the things that you're passionate about. You go after your goals, your dreams, but it's about embracing life as a whole, not just this single-minded track that you've been on, but embracing the interpersonal relationships that you have, about devoting time and energy into things outside of your passion. Because when you block people out of your life, that creates a sense of hopelessness in some areas of your life. It blocks you from the balance that you're truly desiring. Because whatever track you've been on, it's not fulfilling. It's not ultimately fulfilling. And by embracing life, by embracing all the ups and downs, by embracing your emotions, by embracing that love that you have inside of you for not only yourself but for other people, that's what's going to ultimately bring that spiritual fulfillment and bring spirit closer to you, to allow those blessings to come into your life. But it's all about balance. You have to find that mental equilibrium. You have to find that personal equilibrium within yourself to balance the relationships in your life. And I feel like this is a path that you haven't ventured down before, but it's time for you to take a new journey in life. It's time for you to get a little adventure back into your life and a little excitement. I feel like for some of you, there is a lot of distractions that you partake in, and these distractions could make you feel inadequate in a lot of ways, right? You know, we have media that portrays, the perfect body type, or, just what's socially accepted as what we're supposed to strive for. And it's a level of perfection that we can't achieve. It's humanly impossible for us to achieve. And perhaps there is even some perspectives in your life that you have adopted through one source or another that makes you feel like you have to strive for this certain level of perfection in order for you to feel adequate, in order for you to feel success. Otherwise, you feel like you're a failure. And that's not the case. These are unrealistic expectations. And in order to feel more fulfilled in life, you have to stop taking things so seriously. You have to stop taking things so literal and really embrace the journey, embrace life, and find that hope and that peace in life again. But none of this happens overnight. This is a lifestyle that's been ingrained in you, and you've worked very hard at sticking to this story. And this story has caused a lot of blockages in your life. So you have to take it one day at a time. You have to make a plan and educate yourself on how to develop boundaries with some of the things that you have allowed to overtake your life or to control it in some way that prevented you from really putting your time and energy into things that honestly mattered more. But this reading, this is all about change, and this is all about balance. This is about changing how you go about life. This is about embracing spirituality more, embracing boundaries, and being able to go out and have fun, not take life so seriously. And by doing that, you're creating that hope, you're creating that serenity and that peace, and you're allowing your emotions to flow and be free. And you're allowing the people in your life, the interpersonal relationships that you have in your life, to begin feeling a little bit more fulfilled and less cheated. But this is a brand new journey that you need to take. This is something where you have to make the effort to change your life, because you have been dedicated to this story that hope and that peace is honestly void. That deep emotional fulfillment is void in your life because of the sacrifices that you made to get where you are. And it's time to find that balance in life, to balance not only your personal life but your career as well. So I really encourage you to embrace spirit, embrace spirituality and those feelings that you haven't yet really experienced in life because you've been so trapped in this mundane routine, this tangible experience, that it's allowed you a disconnect through spirit. So something that you could do is find balance and find healing with your seventh chakra. And if you're spiritual, like religious, you can ask Archangel Uriel to help you with this. But the numerology in this reading, there's lots of threes, there's lots of fives. While I'm recording this, I saw 1, 2, 3, I saw 2, 3, 4, and this is all about taking life one step at a time, taking change one step at a time, and allow these changes to come into your life with ease. This is not about stressing and thinking that things need to be totally different. This is about taking one aspect of your life and saying, okay, how can I find balance in this aspect of my life? And then as you achieve that balance, you move on to a different goal or a different dream. How can I achieve balance in this part of my life? And this is a gradual process. And by allowing yourself to take this process one step at a time, to work with those in your circle, because we have the card teamwork here, this is allowing yourself to work with your family, with your friends, with your work, and really start embracing life, recognizing your idea of preservation, allowing yourself to let go of those fears of failure, because the outside world doesn't have the answers of what success truly is only you can define that within yourself by how you live your life and the choices that you make. Because desire is a natural human experience, and by fundamentally changing how you desire and allowing room to bring more things, greater fulfillment into your life, and desiring more fulfillment into your life, you are allowing things to kind of go full circle and beginning to break down those walls and those blockages that you've developed in your life through the choices that you've made. But I'm really focused on this Angel of Balance card, and you just need to develop that solid foundation of personal balance and emotional equilibrium, and take this time as an adventure, as a new adventure, as something new and something exciting. All right, well, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If I helped in any way, please like and subscribe and make sure to hit that notification bell. Thank you so much and have a great day. Hello and welcome, pile number 3. Thank you for joining me today. I feel like the Hanged Man and walking away are pretty related. It's about letting go, about walking away from things that aren't meant for you. It's about finding a new perspective, finding a new beginning. I feel like when things are a little topsy-turvy in your life, it's time to find a new perspective. Stop worrying about other people's opinions, what other people think you should do, and really begin to become authentic in your own skin and reflect that out to the world by letting go and walking away from things that just aren't meant for you anymore. I feel like there is a new beginning coming up, or you are already in the midst of a new beginning, and you have the resources to move forward, but it's time to make a decision. There's something in your life that you need to walk away from. But when it comes to this situation, make sure that you have all the information. Don't rely on gossip. Don't rely on other people's opinions. Really get down to the truth and the heart of the matter, especially the way you feel about it and how it affects you in your life. Is it something that affects you negatively? Is it something that brings you down, brings your vibration down, really causes pain or stress or confusion in your life? Does it make you feel insecure in any way? Because we have this deceit card. So beware of self-deceit. I don't feel like this has anything to do with somebody else deceiving you. I feel like this is you perhaps making excuses about why you're hanging on to something, why you're not letting go of something. Because, the Hanged Man, it's about letting go. It's about acceptance, about gaining that new perspective about whatever's going on in your life. So when it comes to walking away from this situation in your life and moving forward, make sure you create a clear picture of what you want your life to look like, and support that with your daily thoughts. Allow your intuition to come into play, and really let Spirit guide you to what you are meant to be and what you are meant to have in your life and who you are meant to have in your life. Because you need to embrace your authenticity. I feel like when it comes to manifesting more spiritual abundance in your life, this is really about walking away from things that don't serve you and allowing yourself to become into a state of naturalness, about searching for yourself, and finding what you like, what you don't like, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel natural and joyful. Situations where you can express yourself authentically. But while you're searching for yourself, while you are on this journey of walking away and releasing things and programs and people and situations that are not serving your highest good, make sure you enjoy the journey. Don't take life too seriously. Don't hold on to things too tightly, but allow yourself to really enjoy this journey that you are on. About being present, the present moment awareness. And if you're not quite sure what that is, make sure you look that up, because I feel like present moment awareness can really help you move forward in this situation that you've got going on. I feel like it'll heighten your intuition. You'll be more open to spirit and your connection, rather than coming from any fear-based thoughts or doubting yourself, doubting your gut. But I feel like this is a time where you need to focus on your self-defeating ways, your self-deceit, your anxiety, your grief, making sure that you are walking away from these false programs that you have adopted in life. It's about finding yourself and finding who you are, and releasing some of the things that you've been taught growing up that you were supposed to do or you were supposed to think, and finding yourself outside of what everybody else wanted you to be, what everybody else told you you should do, or what you felt obligated to do through societal expectations, through family expectations. But it's about finding yourself in this lifetime and embracing that authenticity of what makes you joyful, what gives you that spark, that fire, what lights that fire inside, what allows you to be natural in the world and free flowing. But I feel like this journey is going to cause you to adopt a new perspective. It's going to force you to find new ways of thinking, healthier habits of dealing with things in your life whenever life seems to be turned upside down. I'm hearing victim mentality, so if there was a time in your life where when things didn't go as planned, or just, seemingly bad things had happened, or hardships, rather, instead of having that victim mentality, is shifting that perspective on, what you could learn from it. What are the lessons that you could learn from perhaps a mistake that you made, or just the random event that happened, or whatever the case may be. But I feel like there is some false programming in your life that you have going on because of the deceit card. Some kind of false programming that you've learned throughout your life that you need to walk away from, that's hindering your ability to become fully authentic and fully natural and free-flowing in the world, and your expression in the world. But this is definitely a time of change for you, a time of moving forward, a time of letting go and surrendering to whatever's happening in your life, whether that's good or bad, and just finding that new perspective, finding ways to be thankful or grateful for some of the things that are going right in your life. Something like that could take the pressure off of some of the hardships that you might be experiencing. But I feel like you're very intuitive, so I feel like if you sat down and really journaled about it and started asking yourself some, personal questions of how you are deceiving yourself, what you are not walking away from that is allowing you to remain stuck. I feel like if you journaled about that, you would really find some deep answers that could help you move forward into who you are meant to be. But now is the time to really dive deep and make a decision on where you want your life to go. And as you have this clear picture of what you want your life to look like a year from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, however that looks for you, support that with your daily thoughts. Whenever you catch yourself going into a state of perhaps poverty consciousness, perhaps self-doubt, just something that's not going to propel you forward. Whenever you find yourself in those moments of self-deceit, just say, you know what? I recognize that I'm feeling this way, but how can I change my perspective? How can I change the story? Write down your dreams, your goals, your plan, short-term goals, long-term goals, and just start journaling about what you want out of life and where you want to see your life going, and support that with your daily actions and your thoughts, because everything is energy. And when you are putting the energy of positivity and resilience into your thoughts and into your daily actions, that is going to manifest into form. That is going to manifest into something tangible for you. But you're first going to have to walk away from something in your life. And I feel like this is more of an internal journey rather than walking away from any particular situation or person. But for some of you, it very well could be a situation, a job, moving to a different location. It could be an old relationship. It could be a current relationship for some of you. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is more of an internal journey. This is more of self-defeating prophecy, basically, like manifesting that deceit into the world through your own negative thought forms. Like letting go of all of that and being able to find that new perspective, to be able to move forward and to get over these little humps or these little molehills or perceived mountains in your life. But when you're dealing with hardship, once you reach the peak, the only way left to go is down. And you're coming back down into a more stable and firm foundation, especially when you find new perspectives to your experience and your expression in the world. So just follow your intuition, ask Spirit to guide you in times of need. If you are needing a sign that you are on the right track, ask Spirit to send you a sign, to give you confirmation that you are on the correct path to finding out who you are and who you want to be, and letting go of some of the programs that just aren't serving you anymore. Learned behavior is what I'm hearing. You could seek out a mentor or some type of coach, maybe even a therapist for some of you. But I feel like for the majority of you, you have a good idea of who you are already and what you want out of life. There's just a couple of things in there that could use some reflection and perhaps a new perspective. But I'm definitely being drawn to the concept of present moment awareness, So you are not, worrying about the past because, that's not happening. It doesn't exist anymore. It's just a memory. And not worrying about the future and having anxiety about the future because it's not even here yet. It's not real. The only thing is real is the present moment of where you are right now and how you are going to react to the hardships in your life, to the times when things just are turned on their head, and just walking away from that energy that is keeping you stuck in that loop. I'm hearing a hamster wheel just going around in circles. So it's time to stop doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. It's time to walk away from a certain perspective in your life, a certain programming that you have learned, and just being able to move forward and think for yourself in certain areas of your life and really honor and embrace the love and beauty that you are and your interests, your hobbies, and really find joy in the things that you love and be honest with yourself. If there's something in your life or someone in your life that you just don't feel good about, be honest with yourself. You are not obligated to keep anyone in your life or keep any situation going on in your life without your consent. So if it's not working for you, then stop giving it your consent. Move forward without it. It is your birthright to be able to move forward from things that you have outgrown. And change can be scary sometimes, but I feel like you intuitively know that certain changes are needed in your life. So those changes are some of the things that you could focus on, walking away from certain things in your life that are keeping you from that natural state of authenticity that is you. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If I helped in any way, please like and subscribe and make sure to hit that notification bell. Thank you so much and have a great day. Hello, pile number 4, and thank you for joining me today. So, on the topic of how to manifest more spiritual abundance in your life, I feel like you have had a lot of opportunities and will continue to have a lot of opportunities to manifest this fulfillment that you are seeking. I feel like for a lot of you, this has to do with your mind and how you view things and how you respond to things. Maintaining an emotional and mental equilibrium and developing a strong mind, emotional intelligence is something that will really bring you far. I feel like you guys have already kind of been on the path to this kind of spiritual enlightenment, and I feel like you are going to be successful in this. It's going to take a transformation, though. There is something major in your life that you are not addressing to the fullest, and it is going to take you letting go of that old programming, that old way of thinking, right? Out with the old and in with the new, with the death card here. This is about transformation, transmutation. And this will help you realize your true heart's desire, what is really emotionally fulfilling for you. I feel like you are very spiritually guided. You have a lot of divine guides, a lot of ancestors, just a lot of spirit guides that are on your side, that are rooting for you, that are there guiding you. You're very protected. But I feel like there's still a lot of healing that needs to be done. This could be stuck energy, this could be physical, mental, or emotional ills. But there's something going on that is, I don't want to say holding you back, but it's just not making the progress that you're hoping for at this time. And it's going to take a well thought out plan, a strategy, right? To really bring this forward, right? It's going to take a lot of dedication on your part. Whatever major in your life that is kind of like this blockage that you have going on, that is preventing you from manifesting the spiritual abundance, you're going to have to develop a strategy that could include, affirmations every morning, gratitude journals. That could even include therapy, getting some type of professional help or coaching to deal with this particular issue that you have going on. But it's time for you to kind of take back control. There's something in your life that is affecting you that, in a sense, is out of control, right? It is causing you to have that lack of emotional and mental equilibrium. And it's going to take some kind of real dedication, a strategy, a plan of action for you to really move this transformation forward, to kind of get over that hump. I feel like for some of you, this is going to be about taking responsibility for your life. This could be a form of victimization, that victim mentality, that process of lack in your life, thinking that you are lacking something. It could be giving away your power to someone who could rescue you, some sort of external source, right? And that could be, meditation, just diving into workshops, coaches, just gurus, just spirituality in kind of an unhealthy sense, right? Because when you're looking for fulfillment and wholeness in external sources, that is coming from a lack of abundance mindset. So by addressing this issue, thinking that something external, something outside of you is going to rescue you, that could be part of the issue for some of you. Because freedom is the attitude you embrace, no matter what's happening inside of you or around you. That's where true freedom and true fulfillment and that wholeness will really come into your life, is by the way you respond to things and the attitude that you embrace while you're going through different ups and downs in your life. Because external sources is not going to provide that fulfillment for you, that what you're looking for. It's not your savior. I'm hearing the word savior. That savior is not the answer. The answer is within you and how you respond to life and your perspective of how you deal with your ups and downs. I'm hearing, can you embrace not knowing? Can you feel fully whatever you're feeling without getting lost in the drama or in the stories of the mind? How are you responding to your triggers? How are you responding to your traumas? If you are still responding in a very reactive way to some of the events that have happened to your life, that is something that needs to be dealt with. That is something that you should seek professional help with to work towards moving forward from that. Are you still blaming others for the things that you have gone through? Not saying that it's your fault, but somebody else is not responsible for your life. Yes, bad things could have happened or did happen, or whatever the case may be, whatever the scenario is, but it is also your responsibility to heal from that. It is your responsibility to learn the lessons that came from that. To say, well, I'm not going to do that twice, or learn what caused that, because it takes two to tango. Yes, this, for example, this person did this thing to you, which was not okay. But at the same time, you allowed that to happen through lack of boundaries, low self-esteem, lack of self-worth, whatever the case may be. You also played a part in the culmination of the outcome of that situation. So perhaps the lesson learned in this hypothetical situation that I'm speaking about is learning to have more boundaries. Maybe not be such a people pleaser. Maybe not be so naive to the world around you and the type of evil that's in this world. It could be a number of things, right? These are just examples, right? This is all a hypothetical situation because everybody's situation is going to be different. But you are not separate from life. It is your responsibility to take back control of your life. And this is going to require a radical self-acceptance. This is going to require you to recognize your magnificence amongst the trauma, amongst all of the situations and different events that have happened in your life, the programming that you received to cause you to have the beliefs that you have right now. It is your responsibility to reprogram that, to recognize your magnificence, to have that self-acceptance and develop that self-worth and that self-esteem and that self-love. We hear a lot about self-love, and I see a lot of people in a sense kind of making fun of it, or saying, having that mindset of, oh, well, that's easier said than done. Well, yes, and quite a bit no. It is your responsibility for your life to develop that self-love, to develop that radical self-acceptance despite whatever's happened to you. And I feel like for a lot of you, that lack mindset, that poverty consciousness that you have developed through these different experiences is part of what's holding you back with manifesting more spiritual abundance in your life. Because whatever events have happened, it's caused you to be strong, but it's also caused you to be reactive. And this is a time now to kind of start over, to write a new story. You are the author of your story. It is your responsibility to move forward and to find ways to heal with whatever's gone on in your life. But just know that you are not alone. You have a community backing you up, whether that's in your physical form, through friends and family, or through your community, through your church, or in spiritual form, through your ancestors, through your spirit guides, your angels. But you are not alone, and I feel like a lot of you are extremely intuitive, and you do feel these presence around you that help lift you up, that help guide you in positive directions. And they're going to guide you to some of the aspects, perhaps even some of the shadow aspects that need to be healed during this time. But it's going to take dedication. It's going to take a plan of action. And this might require you to seek outside help. But it's about developing a strong mind. It's about maintaining your emotional and mental equilibrium. Because when you can find a better control over your mind and your thoughts through meditation, mindfulness, therapy, whatever the case may be, that's going to bring you to that emotional fulfillment that you're seeking. That's what's going to allow you to achieve your heart's desire. But it's going to require that transformation. It's going to require that transmutation. You are going to have to change something. You're going to have to transform something within you, or within your habits or your life, your perceptions. And you're going to have to embrace this new journey that you're going to be on. It's going to be the unknown, right? The Fool. Traveling into a journey that is the unknown and being okay with it, right? Can you embrace not knowing the outcome? But when you think about it, if you have that strategy in place, if you have that plan of action in place, you don't have to know the outcome, because you know the type of work that you're doing to get to that outcome that you desire. So it's time to take responsibility for your life, to stop giving away your power. Take back your power, because you are the author of your story. Yes, you've had ups and downs in life, but it is your opportunity now to rewrite that story, to have a happy ending. You can achieve your heart's desire. You can achieve that 10 of Cups, but you have to take a new path, because the path that you're taking isn't getting you the results that you are desiring right now. You have to develop a plan. You have to seek outside help if that applies to your situation. But it's this new journey. It's embracing the unknown. It's knowing that your plan of action is going to work itself out, and that you will be guided by your community, by your spirit community, by your family or friendship community. The support that you have. You are not alone. You are not alone in this new journey to develop strength of mind, of will, of balance. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If I helped in any way, please like and subscribe, and make sure to hit that notification bell. Thank you so much, and have a great day.